Hey you guys, I know I'm not going to get many viewers over here and I don't expect to. I am being shadow banned, but I feel like I still need to bring this has been a download that's kind of been on me for about 3 days now, or maybe longer than that, but I feel like I need to share this with you guys. Um, I'm here to talk about spiritual connections, the 5D connections. You will either know this person in the 3D, know of them. Sometimes these spiritual connections get out of hand, and they do. They will. Um, I don't know if you guys ever experienced. I'm sure you have. If you're a spiritual being, you've experienced a spiritual connection, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with um, a masculine energy if you're a divine feminine, or it doesn't have to be with the feminine energy if you're a divine masculine. You can have a spiritual connection with pretty much anybody, but what I'm talking about is being in love in a whole nother realm and it being reciprocated. So, yeah, that happens. You can be in love with someone in another realm, in another life, whether you've had like a past life with them or whatever. But we are actively doing different things in different realms. It's not only one of us, it's a few of us. We're in different realms. Like you you have this vessel here in this realm, but then you have another one of you in another realm. And in it, I don't want to confuse you guys, but you can fall in love in a whole nother realm. And you and that person, you guys could have missions here in this realm. Um, you don't necessarily have to have met this person in this realm, but you know of them. You know who they are. Sometimes when I say they get out of hand, it's because, yeah, you fall in love with their higher self. They fall in love with you. Y'all could possibly be married in another realm. You know what I'm saying? So for some of y'all may have went through that. I know I have. Um, and sometimes on this realm, they could be married physically to another individual. And I know some of y'all like, that's not fair. And it's not. It's not fair. Because here it is, you done fell in love with the person spiritually. You done fell in love with this person's higher self. And it's possible for a person to even know you in another life or know you in another realm and know you in this realm and not be able to connect with you how they want to because of different situations that they're in on this realm. Sometimes this kind of thing happens and you never get to meet your spiritual spouse or your soulmate in this realm. You some days you sometime not some days, but in certain situations you may never get to meet this person. Some you may get to meet this person, but some you may never get to encounter your spiritual spouse in this lifetime because of different situations. Um, the getting out of hand. Um, Depending on your situation with your spiritual spouse, it could get messy. Especially if they're married or if they have other situations going on in this realm. And it's not for you to feel bad or, feel away because we don't have control over that. We don't have control over that. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to disconnect yourself from that spiritual spouse. I mean, it's going to be hard for some of y'all that have connected heavily with your spiritual spouse. Y'all done had spiritual sex. Y'all done made love. Y'all may have spirit babies up there, all types of shit. Which is supposed to manifest into this 3D, and it doesn't always manifest, you guys. It doesn't always work how we expect it to. Sometimes we're put in these different situations to learn a lesson, even from being in a spiritual connection. You can learn lessons from being in a spiritual connection as well, like lessons in your worth or lessons in what you will tolerate and those types of things as well. Sometimes these spiritual connections can turn karmic for your energy. Um, because that person could be promising you the world up there, and then here it is, you down here in this realm, in different situations where you may have never even met this person on this realm, like I said, because of different situations. um you can't expect the same the promises that this person may have made up there is not connecting with the promise down here. And it happens, and it's not for you to blame yourself or to feel bad about it or anything like that. Just go with the flow. Either, you can detach yourself from the spiritual spouse. And another thing, it could be divine. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Then you get those spiritual husbands, the ones that don't, because those connections, those spiritual connections could turn into very toxic situations to where it is you on this 3D and you're trying to be with somebody and your spiritual husband is kind of like doing different manipulative things to block that energy, or even to block you from having like a spiritual connection to your actual physical realm, divine masculine or divine feminine energy. Okay. Ways of like jealousy, wanting to hold on to you spiritually and not let you go spiritually because they don't want you to go and be with somebody else. But see, they make promises up there that they're not keeping. It's not manifesting how it should in this 3D realm because those promises are normally broken. For some of y'all on this realm, you may have not talked to this person ever in life, and you just have this connection with them, telepathy, communication on this realm, music, different things where you have some type of connection on the 5D to where you're connecting with this person, their higher self. You know what I'm saying? And that person knows that they're connecting with you as well. They have dreams about you. They invade your dreams. They astral project to you. Here it is, you trying to lay up with your 3D spouse, and here comes your spiritual spouse astral projecting to this realm to see what it is that you're doing with your 3D spouse. And that's how messy this shit get. Like it really gets really messy, and it can definitely turn karmic if promises are not being kept. If things aren't being cleansed out how they're supposed to be cleansed out for you to be with your spiritual spouse, it's either gonna get messy or it's something that you have to release yourself from. And I was just like, I've been thinking about it for days. Because when I channel messages, and sometimes I'm like, y'all already connected on the 5D. That doesn't matter. If that person is not ready to connect with you on this 3D, it won't happen. Somebody here could be making you promises like, oh, we gonna be together, it's gonna manifest, and whoop de bam, and here it is. They in a whole nother connection here on this realm. Something that they're not going to, but they want to hold on to your energy on the 5D. You know what I'm saying? And here it is, you trying to move on with your life. And for some of y'all will move on eventually and be with someone else. If that spiritual spouse is still in your energy, it can get messy. It can. It really can. And that's why you guys have to be mindful with these spiritual connections as well. Don't let them get out of hand. Have some type of control over your 5D connections. Should nobody be in your energy unless you give them permission anyway. But sometimes these spiritual spouses will invade your dream state and try and manipulate different things. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be very careful with these 5D connections as well. Because sometimes people will show up as a divine masculine or a divine feminine. Here it is, they're karmic the whole time. Or your divine masculine, your spiritual soulmate, the one you're supposed to be within this lifetime, they have a bunch of shit going on in this 3D. They're married, they have a family, all types of shit going on. But in the 5D, they in a connection with you. A whole nother realm. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that sometimes. And it's like, I'm like, what the hell kind of shit is that? I got frustrated about it too. When I was talking to one of my ancestors about it, I'm like, how is that possible? I'm like literally talking to one of my ancestors as if I would be like talking to one of y'all. I'm having a whole blown out conversation with one of my ancestors, like, well, how do I disconnect it? How do I detach from the 5D connection so I could move on all around the board? Because I want my 3D connection with my DM. I want my 3D to be with my 5. I want my 5D and my 3D to match up. You know what I'm saying? You always want that to happen. And then we got other spiritual connections as well. Spiritual connections that you have to block because sometimes you get karmics that want to invade your dream space or astral project to you and stuff like that. I'm not saying every spiritual connection is a karmic soulmate that's doing it, but it can be. You know what I'm saying? Things you've not deleted, things you have removed from your energy on this physical realm will still try to infiltrate you on the 5D through dream spaces, communication through like spiritual communication, telepathy, stuff like that. So you just have to be mindful of what it is that you really want. Some of y'all want y'all 5D connection, but sometimes it don't happen like that. And that's why you have to be patient with yourself. It's like, what is it that you will tolerate? Like I said, some of y'all got divine masculines that's married down here in this 3D. And they making you promises in a whole nother realm. You like, wait a minute. And it starts to feel like some shit really gonna take place, but it becomes a fantasy, y'all. It becomes a fantasy, and you don't want it to become a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow it to become such a fantasy to where you're believing this person or you believing that it's going to manifest. No. If there are 3D blockages, it's not going to manifest. And I had to learn that the hard way. It don't matter if you've fallen in love in another realm or this person remembers you from a past life or if they just can't disconnect from your energy, that doesn't matter. You have literally got to cut the connection off. Some of y'all will be waiting around for your DM to appear in your life and then they don't. You want to know why they don't? Because they don't want to let go of the 3D attachment to somebody else. But they want to hold on to you 5D. And, they still all in your energy, making promises. And, you don't want that. So be mindful of these connections on the 5D. Be very careful. Sometimes these DMs, divine feminine, sometimes these different feminine energies will deplete you on the 5D. You trying to have spiritual sex and all that weird shit. You wake up tired as hell. No, don't allow a 5D connection to interfere with your 3D connection. Don't allow, I'm not going to say it in the other way because it's supposed to always manifest how it's supposed to. But if it's a blockage there and there's nothing you can do about it, you have to let that go. You have to let it go. It doesn't always have to be a twin flame thing. It could just be a literal soulmate, somebody you knew from a past life, or somebody here that you're connected to in another realm, or you could be married to this person in another realm. Y'all could actually have children in another realm. You know what I'm saying? Because just like we're in this realm, we're in other realms too. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the spirit and the soul gets familiar. You get familiar with people because y'all are connected in another realm. That's why. And that's why I said that it doesn't always have to be a lover or a familiar energy of love or something like that. It could be an actual friend, somebody here that you may not even deal with anymore in this realm. Y'all still friends in another realm. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It happens like that. I know it's not fair, you guys, but I guess that's just the way these lifetimes are playing out. But be mindful of these different spiritual attachments and spiritual connections. Make sure that you know for sure things are going to happen how they're supposed to. If this person got 3D blockages, don't even worry about it. Let that connection go. It's okay to move on. It's okay to come out your head about it. You don't have to hold on to the person's energy, and you make them let your energy go. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I knew that I wasn't going to get a lot of views over here because, like I said, I'm being blocked or whatever. I'm gonna give y'all my last little few downloads over here. Then I'm gonna go to another it's actually an app, but I'm about to start doing something else on another app. I'm not even going to say where I'm going. You will find me if you need to find me. But yeah, I'm about to go on and let YouTube have they platform and shit because I'm not finna fight. I'm not finna fight with them no more to give me my visibility that I deserve and what I've been working so hard for, excuse me. I'm going to allow them to go ahead and win because I want to go where I'm accepted. I want to go where people are going to enjoy me or they're going to actually, support the channel and stuff. I don't want to be working for somebody that don't like me or working for somebody that's purposely blocking my channel. So, yeah, I will see y'all or whatever. I'm going to another platform. It's not going to be the known platforms, y'all, the ones that y'all know about already. It won't be none of those platforms because I'm blocked from them already. They've already fucking blocked those channels, well, those platforms before I could even get to them. So those are blocked. So the ones that y'all know about, those are not going to be ones that I'm going to be on, but I will be on another very popular application where I've kind of already looked into certain things or whatever on there. And I feel like I will definitely be able to grow like a soul tribe over there. And I could actually get some things done over there. And I can do what I love to do because there's billions of people on this particular app. And it's not like YouTube. It's nothing like this platform. But anyway, I love you guys oh so much. And for those who listened in, I appreciate you, but I can only give so much energy to this platform if I'm being blocked. I'm not finna just keep giving my energy to a platform that is purposely blocking me or purposely trying to push me away from this platform. I'ma just, do what I gotta do. But anyway, thank you, Lotus. But yeah, just be mindful of them spiritual connections, okay? because they could really turn into karmic situations, and you do not want that. You don't want to deal with that. That shit get messy, it get out of hand, it get real karmic. It gets stressful sometimes. You be wondering where your anxiety coming from. Your spiritual spouse sending that anxiety, especially if he or she is in your energy, they could be sending that conflict and sending that anxiety to you and shit. Here it is, you can't move forward on this 3D how you want to because they're sending you different shit. When they in your energy, they can attack you with your own energy. Like, they could shape shift, they could show up as other people. Once you disconnect from them, they will show up as different people just to get into your energy. So just be mindful, you guys.